All right, these are the steps for taking a video that a student has made in Book Creator and moving it over to another iPad so you can upload it to YouTube with YouTube Capture. The first step is that you need the student to make sure they put their title of their book here into Book Creator, and that's not always something that they remember to do, and also that they put their name. So go ahead and have them do that. It's really not a big deal for the video, but if they share the iBook, it is an important thing. So now we are ready for them to save this as a video. They're tapping on the box with an arrow and they're choosing Export as Video, Save Video. This is going to take their entire ebook, flatten it, and put it into the photo roll of this iPad. And the benefit of doing this, instead of having them exported as an ebook or an EPUB, is that it's much easier for parents and other students to see. We still are challenged with our filter for our internet, with YouTube, but it's still going to be a little easier than having them do all the steps they have to do to open it inside iBooks. If the students want to, they also can open it in iBooks, and that's kind of fun because they can see how their ebook really looks, as an ebook. So they can open it in iBooks, and then they'll be able to flip through their ebook and play their different parts. But for our project this time, we're not having them save that version. We're just having them save the video. So now the student's video is saved into their photo roll. Their ebook is saved as a video on their photo roll. We need to transfer it from this iPad over to this iPad. And the app that we have that's free to do this is called Insta Share. So we want to open up Insta Share both on the student iPad and on the teacher iPad. Now the reason we're not going to upload from the student iPad is you have to log in and do all this stuff, and I've found it easier to just do that on one iPad rather than another. And it's not too terribly difficult once the students have done this a couple times to have them transfer. We now have both iPads open, so we see the iPad that we want to transfer over here. If you don't see it, that probably means it's not on and open to Instashare. So we're verifying that we see it here. We're now going to tap on the camera roll to show their video. If you don't see the videos, then that's a privacy setting, kind of like we had with Book Creator, where we go to Settings, Privacy, Photos, and we allow Instashare to access the photos. When you hold your finger down and drag, this is the most difficult part, you drop it on the iPad, and on the other one you're transferring, it will say, do you want to allow? And you can say always allow. And now that file transfers over, and you get the green check mark, and it's over here on this iPad. Now when you do photos with Instashare, they immediately go into the camera roll. They do not, however, and I wonder if it's the top one or the bottom one. I think it's the top one. They don't automatically go into your photo roll until you tap the square box with the arrow and you touch Save Video. That video, which we just transferred, is now in Instashare, and it is also on this iPad in the photo roll. So if we were to open up our photo roll, we will see, now we got to figure out to go to albums, we will see under videos that video has transferred here from that student. All right, we are now ready for our last steps. Now, in order to upload on our school network, we have to bypass our filter. And we've already done this, so we don't have to put in our password credentials. But the fastest way we've found is just to try to go to Pandora, which is blocked for students, and we can bypass the filter, and that means that now we can upload to YouTube. And the app that we're using to upload is called YouTube Capture. YouTube Capture is a free app. I apologize about all the reflections on this, but hopefully this will still be enough instructions to have this work. Go ahead and just tap Next because we're not going to add any music. All you're really going to be putting in here is the title. So we're going to have to, well, I'll do this one and then I'll end up deleting it. But this is called Abe Lincoln at Last. And this is by Kim. And so that's the syntax that we're following just to put the book title and the student's name. It's not a huge deal, but if you tap on these three dots, there's something that YouTube Capture tries to do with color correction and stabilization, and I usually just turn those two things off.
Okay.
And I'll press done, and now upload. Okay? That file is now transferring to the internet. It prepared, and now it's uploaded. If it doesn't upload as fast as you see it going here, probably the filter needs to be bypassed, and so you may have to go back and bypass the filter. But now it has uploaded, and when we go to our website for this YouTube channel, we'll be able to copy and paste the link, and we can share it. The last thing that I'll note about sharing these videos is that YouTube Capture lets you change your settings, and so just pay attention to what channel you've selected. When you tap on YouTube, I'm sorry this is so fuzzy, it lets us choose, if I can focus this, it lets us choose our channel, please focus, and also choose our Google account. And so when you choose your channel, you may have your own name, and in this case, we have a special channel we created for projects. Just make sure that you're uploading to the right channel, and that's something to verify. This one is set. You shouldn't have to change it again, but the first time you set this up, make sure you check and get the right channel.